I really believe, I'm a strange sort of a paradox, because people who know me know that I'm a very unpleasant, cynical, caustic person. If you want to know something unpleasant about somebody, as Dorothy Parker used to say, sit by me. It talks to you. It actually sits down with you and says, did you know, I'll bet you didn't know, that everyone's little finger just fits their nostril, or whatever it is. Whatever it is that it wishes to convey.
Your mind takes this incoming acoustical pattern and searches a dictionary for a matching pattern. Now, if you have a matching pattern, you get the feeling of understanding. If you have no matching pattern, you say, what? What'd he say? What? But the most uncool thing that can happen in an environment where people are trying to communicate is for one person to say to another, excuse me, would you tell me what it was that I just said? Immediately it comes to a screeching halt, because in fact most communication is going on in the dimension of no real communication at all.
The house knocks the witch down, and she's in Munchkin land, and the head of the Munchkins comes with a scroll, and they all have very squeaky voices, and they sing a little song about, you are absolutely and completely dead. And they're marching around her. So the Munchkins come, these hyperdimensional machine elf entities, and they bathe you in love. The manure deposit is a vector for insect protein in this environment, and having a limited amount of energy, they look for food in the place where it's likely to be. However, by a marvelous coincidence or superb planning on the part of the extraterrestrials who rule the galaxy, you can sort of choose your poison. The lunatic fringe is not unrepresented. Good, good. Of which I number myself among them. There are some wild thinkers out there, far wilder than me. If you want to read a wild book, read Hans Moravec's book, Mind Children, The Future of Human and Artificial Intelligence. There's a book. And I'm having a memory lapse here. Help me out. Tipler. I said, help me out with a memory lapse. You don't have to read my mind, for God's sake. Yes. Thank you, Creon. Tipler's book is the end of all speculation where artificial intelligence is concerned. And it's this weird political correctness where people do not say, what you just said is preposterous. It makes no sense whatsoever. This is just thought so ungenerous of spirit to point out that someone makes no sense at all. It's that their feelings, I think, have become preeminent in the value system. It's more important not to hurt someone's feelings than to let them walk around with a head full of crap. So, having identified this as a problem, and having never been terribly sensitive to other people's feelings anyway, I was a good person to send to the ramp.
How many of you were at the Whole Life Expo yesterday? How many of you bought a quartz crystal there? Well, that seems to hold the line on path, one each. One person, one crystal is, I think, a reasonable way to handle the destruction of the tropical rainforest that is going on to allow the airlifting of crystalline silicon to Malibu. So be aware that the trees die so that these objects can find their way into our hands.
When you hear somebody lead with credentials, ex-NASA scientist, I used to feel like I should reach for my revolver. How many ex-NASA scientists are there around with crack-brained ideas? And is this why they're ex-NASA scientists? Because they had to be let go because their belief in 13th planets, higher dimensional gods on the face of Mars and so forth and so on interfered with them doing their job. I mean, how many philandering zennies have to parade before us? How many cogupts with a Budweiser welded to their good right hand do we have to encounter before you get the message? You know, these guys are just slime balls at worst and lost souls at best, and you're smarter than they are by an order of magnitude anyway, so why waste your time? Now, if you want to follow, if you just can't tear yourself away from the concept of following, then, you know, how about Plato, Heraclitus, Parmenides, Plotinus, Proclus? You know, dead guys, they're much safer. You know, they're not going to try and climb into your wallet or some delicate portion of your anatomy. Plus, they've been use-tested in the historical arena and have been found to be generally at least harmless at worst, and in some cases actually to be recommended. So I don't consider myself a shaman. I'm more like, you know, court jester and village bard.